for lies, but I seen the proof. She ain't what they say. She the living truth.
Yeah, I have made my daily goal. Let me, in case something comes up, let me, not overplay. Oh, there we go. Okay. And let me make the screen bigger. Okay. So the 4.1. You're fine, darling. The 4.1. There, is really nothing to it. I have added the storyline back, in the Queen of Futures module 4, where I'm explaining about the 4.1. The storyline is back there, so you guys can kind of get it in your head, the story of what's going on, to make this fun like a game. So here is the thing. You can have it on your computer where you can hear your alerts go off through the house. You can set your alerts to go to your phone, and you can have, oh my gross, yeah. You can have the alerts go to your phone, and you can play it to your phone. The thing is that you do not have to sit at the computer anymore. And with the money it gives, when it gives plays, you really don't even need to have to try to play the game with the 3.0 rules. So, uh, make sure that your alerts are set. I'm going to look into the coding for some reason. Um, over here on alerts, when you, I have this on here twice. Because I was checking something. So we'll go with the first one. um, you're going to pick first, the king is north. Same as chart, we play on the 5 minute. Now, trigger once only is if it when it triggers one time, you're going to have to go in and reset it. If you choose once per bar, that's going to send the alert every time it happens. So I like the sound. Okay. Notifying app. That way, if you're on the go, it goes to your phone. Or even if you're just around your house, you see it come through on your phone. You got to have the mobile app, Trading View mobile app on your phone and logged in. Show toast notification. If you're working on something else, or you're like me, you have two screens, no matter what screen that you have on, it comes in the bottom left hand of your screen that an alerts went off. Personally, I don't bother with the emails. Okay. Okay. I don't bother with the emails, but that's just me. Okay. And then you pick your sound. Y'all know I like, for buys, I like to hear the queen say, and it's every 5 seconds. Or it plays for 5 seconds. And apply, create. Now you're going to be alerted every time the king is headed north, every time you buy. Okay. Um, and then the king is headed south. I will look at the coding. I don't know why there's two alerts. I just set them both. I don't, so the king is south, same as chart. I want to do once per bar because I don't want to have to reset it every time it activates. And then it's just me, my personal preference. Of course, notifying the app, same thing. Show toast notification if you're working on something else. And I like to hear the king say "oh" for 5 seconds. That's just me on sales. And then I just go ahead and set it again because I have no idea what I did, why there's two alerts. But we'll just set them both. King is south, same as chart. Once per bar close. Same thing, apply. Then you just go on about your life. Is really what you do. Just go on about your life. So this morning, the king is headed north. It went off. I come over because this is 5 minutes. Got 5 minutes to get to it. I took the trade and my daily goal It's $500. So I was out of this play before it hit TP2. Uh, which I mean it literally hit TP2. And that was a total of on one contract of regular ES, it was $2,112. Huh. So then a few minutes later, get rid of that. Okay. Then I mean, well, I don't know, it was about a half hour later. After that play went down, it gave you a king is headed south. Then see, then you got 5 minutes. Um, and not only did it go past the third one, it kept falling. But it called the move. If he was to do the three take profits, that was $3,500 on one contract. Crazy. Um, but it kept going. I think it's still going. I don't. It went all the way to the bottom. So, Lord, I'm scared to see how much money would have been made if you followed it all the way down. And just say you followed it all the way till you got that damn north signal. Shit, that's almost $10,000, y'all. 9,264. Any replays that I have are probably in the let me look because I can't remember right now where I put them. If I put them, I can't remember. Mm. Uh, uh, hmm. Mm. Live from the throne room right here. Yours looks different from mine, but it's under the Queen of Futures course, live from the throne room. Okay, then Loretta, it's in module 4 of the Queen of Futures. There's a whole section, 4.1 to set up. And here is the thing, like this thing literally puts out on one contract 10,000 plus a week. If you miss a play, don't worry about it. Wait till the next one. And it's that simple. Don't go chasing it. That's why we have it, in the Queen's Awakening. Don't go chasing it. Wait till the next one. And it's so simple. I mean, it puts the stop loss and the three take profits, and then it moved down to here, but hell, it went. I mean, it went past all of them. Mm, mm, mm. So, I mean, I would really like y'all to get used to just taking the signals. The king is headed north. The king is headed south. If you want to play the 3.0 rules, they still apply. You can go to your system IO and you can go over the 3.0 rules and still play. But when you've got a system that gives you, it don't lose. And even on like, I mean, 85% of the time it hits three. 65% of the time it hits two. Only 25% of the time does it only go to one. And then the other 15%, it stops in between, halfway in between, but your trailing stop activates so you don't lose any money. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So give yourself 5 minutes after they go off to get in. Yeah, for real. And then just, if you miss it, wait for the next one. But as far as the 3.0 rules follow, y'all know that, over here I've got the 1 hour. It's all about the queen and her patterns. Like she goes down, she comes up to the line of protection. So, I mean, it is time for her to have to come up and repower. So this is, you see it reflecting on your 5 minute over here that it's fire and buys. Well, it's because she's tired. She's got to go up a little bit. However, on the 1 hour, your path and your line of protection is still going down, and indicating like sell territory. So if you did take a buy, it would be iffy. Just wait. Just wait. So let's talk about your settings. Okay. This is on a micro pair. Y'all know the account I trade. I've got millions hooked to it, and I do micros. Um, under inputs down here, the system's going to do what you tell it to. Okay. Stop loss and dollar amount. Well, that's per contract. Okay. So like $50 per contract is more than enough on micros. So I know if I'm doing 3 contracts, I'm risking $150. I know if I'm doing 5 contracts, I'm risking $250. The stop loss you put in here is based upon 1 contract. So then where do you want your protect the queen line to move your trailing stop? So on micros, like $10 on 1 contract. So I know if I'm doing 3 contracts, it's $30. I know if I'm doing 5 contracts, it's $50. And then your trail stat after it breaks even is how much more in profit do you want to get before your trail step activates, right? So, um, on 1 contract, $15. And then, but of course, if you're doing 3 contracts, it'll be 45. If you do 5 contracts, it'll be 60. But based on 1 contract, you set your stop loss at $50. When you get to $10 in profit, your trailing stop activates to move to break even, and then every $15 it'll move. Uh-oh, I'm not sure my
Mm, mm, mm.
So if you were doing, okay, so say you're not doing micros, say you're doing regulars, it's gonna be the same thing because it's all this is based on 1 contract. Okay, so let's see. If you're doing regular pairs, so I think the ES is like $10 a tick per contract. Hold on 1 second. So I'm trying to think. Um, mm, mm, mm. So let's just say it just depends on 1 contract. So if you're doing just say because the pullback is crazy. So say you do like 200, okay, per contract. So just know that if that's 3 contracts, you're going to be risking $600. Okay. So then when do you want to move to break even? So if you're doing regulars, maybe you want it to go up $100, so you would put 100, but then just know three would be $300. Okay. So then when you do the trail step, okay, so it's 12, yeah. So then when you do, it's under your communities. So then when you want to do the trail, step, then say if it's 150, just know like, if you're doing three contracts, it's gonna be $450. Does that make sense? And then when you have your settings set, when it fires, if you don't like what you see, then adjust it to your game playing. Absolutely. Does anybody have any questions? Like everybody on here has the 4.1, I'm pretty sure. So there's no, I mean, really, if you miss a play, wait on the next one. There's no need to chase it. There's no need to try to, I mean, unless, I mean, you just want to. The 3.0 rules are fire and we make thousands of dollars off of it. But this takes all the guesswork out. Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So the biggest thing to do is, I guess, keep you from being bored. So I put I put the new storyline to the 4.1 in there so y'all can watch it. So in your mind, as you're going through it, you can see the storyline. It's just like the most absolute, most simple thing to do. So I don't want to try to get y'all to be like chasing plays. If you miss it, get the next one. Don't be afraid to not take a play in a day because you got the whole week. That yeah, and it's like I said, that's why we play on the 5 minute, and it should be on 45. Just put it on 45. That was on 45, wasn't it? Oh, absolutely it does, and that's on one contract. It really, really does. And that's also why we've got the Queen's Awakening for you to go through to rewire things that would make you be greedy, to rewire things that would make you chase a play, that gets you in the mindset of this is not trading, this is playing a game. I missed the move, I wait on the next one. And it's really that simple. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Well, because there's more coming. Correct, Irma. Yes, Logan, you'll be able to quit your 9 to 5 real quick. Well, on the 4.1, Selena, there's no rules. You just see it, you take it. Like, you got 5 minutes because it's 5 minute candles. That's why you have it, you can have it set to your phone, you have it set where you hear it echo across the house, just whatever. Well, still don't see the two that wild as heck. It's very wild. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody have any? Oh, yeah. Does anybody have any questions on anything that you need help with? Happy birthday, Logan. It could have. Oh, thank you. It's tomorrow. Yes, thank you. Mm, mm, mm. Are y'all in agreement with me when I say, wait, you see what it produces? See, it hits like daily. Just wait. If you don't get it, don't chase it. Just wait. Yeah, well, learning how to be patient. Yeah. That is so important, Kevin. You got to be done. You got to have your game plan strategy. You got to know how much that you're wanting to make, and when you hit it, stop. When you hit it, stop. Kevin, you've got the access to the Great Awakening too, right? I'm grateful. I'm so grateful to see y'all go through that and to see how it changes and how you look at things different, how you don't see the charts the same anymore. It's really amazing. Mm-hmm. Good. I'm so glad you liked it. The king is headed south and the king is headed north. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Good. Good. How are you? Yes. Yes. We do not trade for money. We do not trade for money. And when you take that out, then goes all of the worry that comes with it. Well, Abundance 3, it hits 85% of the time. Save and Protected, it hits 65% of the time. Only about 25% of the time, it only goes to Held and Hold 1. And then the rest of the 15, it goes in between your entry and Held and Hold 1. Yep, just set up the alerts. But Logan, if you have a proper game plan strategy and you know where you're needing to get to, you're probably going to hit your daily go away before it hits Abundance 3. Mm-hmm. Right. My mind is blown. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Though that's where the Queen's Great Awakening is. Well, the trail stop, it protects your money. So when the orange, when it activates, there's the red line and the orange line. And the orange line moves, grab your stop loss and move it with it. Mm-hmm. Right. I'll be posting the recording. So is there anything that anybody else needs help with? Really simple. Okay, guys. So just make sure you download your journals. I'm going to go ahead and end the live for today, but we will be back on here tomorrow and I will be in the throne room. All right.